All right, what's up, everybody? This is Tom Taylor with South China Morning Post, SCMP Martial Arts. Beside me over here is One Championship royalty, I would say, one of the longest serving veterans in this entire company. You headlined the first One Championship card. Now you're back here in your home country. I mean, how are you feeling right now to still be here after all these years?
I feel great, it's very rare for athletes to belong in this kind of profession. But I'm grateful. I'm still healthy and I'm still fighting here in my hometown this coming December 3.
What's the secret to your longevity? How are you doing this? Is there something in the water in Baguio? What's the story?
Well, I just love what I'm doing, I love the art and I just want to keep improving. I just want to explore more about the martial arts, especially there are a lot of aspects that you need to learn, and learning every aspect of it makes it more interesting.
That's very interesting. Your opponent, Edson Marques, what do we think of him? He's a lot newer to One Championship than you are. What do you think of this guy?
Of course, yeah, he have an height and reach advantage. I saw his fight, and he's more on a striker. So I think this is gonna be a fun fight.
Yeah, you don't mind fighting strikers, do you? In fact, I think you probably prefer that. You fought a very legendary striker recently in Singapore earlier this year in John Wayne Parr. You're happy to fight strikers?
Of course, the good thing about striking is that it makes the crowd go on their feet to see how excited they are and how great the fight's going on.
Definitely, I agree with you on that for sure. Now, I mentioned the John Wayne Parr fight; that was incredible. You beat him. It was just an amazing moment for you. But in MMA, the results you haven't been getting the results you want lately. It's disappointing, I'm sure. How are you feeling just with some losses in the rear view as you approach this one?
Of course, we always say, we never lose. We just learn, and yet, of course, it's always painful to be losing because of the preparations that you had gone through. But I think the good thing now is that there's still a lot of opportunities to get back. And I know one of the steps that I had been through is through stepping through John Wayne. And now getting back into MMA, it will be an exciting thing for me again because, this is where I have been known here in the Philippines, and getting back on where it started is gonna be one of the things that I'm looking forward after the pandemic.
It's very exciting. We've been interviewing your teammates nonstop over the last couple of weeks. We were in Singapore for Stephen and Kevin's fights. We were just speaking to Jay earlier. They all speak so highly of you. Jay was saying that you're still, the strongest guy in the gym, still the fastest guy in the gym. You're still outrunning everyone, outworking everyone. Do you still feel like you're in the prime of your fighting life here?
Oh, yeah, I think the thing there is that I still have vision in my life. There's still a goal that I want to reach, and uh, that makes me become hungry every day. I want to improve every day, and that's the thing that I'm looking forward to.
You mentioned there's still goals. I mean, what are the remaining goals for you at this point? You're a multiple time champion. You've been around forever in this promotion. You've achieved so much. What do you want to do before you eventually call it a career?
Uh, One more run in the title, and then probably I don't know, but for now, that's what I'm looking forward to. And of course, I need to assess myself as as I go on the fights that I am going through.
Yeah, of course. Just in terms of options for your next fight, if this one goes your way, we've heard you talk about fights with Sage Northcutt, maybe some kind of a Muay Thai fight, a special rules fight of some kind. Given what you've accomplished, I feel like you can kind of call your shots at this point. I mean, what would you like to do after this fight if it goes your way? Who do you want to fight next?
Of course, that will be an interesting fight. Also, a fight with Yoshikiro is also a good fight. I'm just interested in those kind of special rules, but uh, still, I'm still looking forward on how I can be able to go back on the track and be on the top contender again.
Speaking of top contenders, I wanted to ask you about your teammate, Stephen Lohman, who is just on fire right now, just beat one of the most decorated champions in one history, in Bibiano Fernandez. As a training partner, a friend, and a mentor of his, how did you feel watching him get that win?
Of course, we are so happy with Stephen, you can see how complete he is. He can be able to put the fight on the ground. He can be able to bang up with Bibiano on the feet. So giving that kind of performance, I think, and I'm so happy that he gave one of the best performances of his life. Beating a former champion is a very rare for upcoming fighters, but he proves that he is in the top contention, and he can have the very opportunity to be the champion.
I mean, Team Lakay has had so many champions over the years. I'm surprised you guys still have space in the gym for more belts, but do you think he's the next guy from your gym to get his hands on a one championship title?
I think he is the closest. He is the closest one.
And so how do you think he matches up with guys like Fabricio Andrade, who's obviously very highly regarded, John Lineker? Do you think he's got what it takes to beat these guys?
Of course, but for now, we need to wait what will happen on the rematch between Fabricio and Lineker. That will be an interesting fight. But for me, I believe in Stephen's capabilities to match up with those two.
And speaking of new talent, rising talent, Adonis is a guy suddenly everyone's talking about. He just won Warrior Series Philippines, looked very good on the show, seemed to have a lot of potential, but he has a tough fight here with Drex, right? He's a big experience disadvantage in this one. What do you think the future holds for him?
Of course, he is the underdog on this fight, but you can never underestimate Adonis. I had seen how he trains and how he pursues what he wants in life. He have the heart to conquer against Woods, and I think that's one of the key that he have to becoming on Drex this Saturday.
He's obviously a person that a lot of One Championship fans don't know yet, right? He's brand new to the organization. He's making his debut. Now, if you watch the show, you've seen some of him, but for people that don't know him, I mean, what are his best skills? What's good about this guy? I mean, why is he a fighter to pay attention to?
The thing that I'd like with Adonis is his heart. He had a heart to compete with anyone, regardless on the size and the experience that they have. I think that's one of the rarest thing that you can see with upcoming fighters. Because for now they always calculate if they can be able to match up before they compete. But for Adonis, he had that kind of heart, and I think that's one of the rarest thing that he had that other fighters don't.
There's a lot of potential on this card, I would say, for really special moments. There's a lot of great Filipino fighters on these cards. You got Brandon Vera coming back after a long time, looking to get back to winning ways. You've got Denise Zamboanga trying to correct her little losing streak that she's on. But it's hard to imagine for me a more special moment than you getting back on track in this country in front of these crazy fans. What would that moment be like for you to get a win in front of your hometown fans?
Well, of course, for me, that will be a very big thing. Of course, after 3 years of no action here in the Philippines, and now we will be coming back here again, and it's a very rare opportunity for us to showcase our talents in our hometown. So I'm so excited, I'm so happy, and I believe I can be able to give the best that I can because I prepared well for this.
Everybody knows how passionate the Filipino fans are. You guys are famous for your passion for the sport. But it has been, as you said, a long time since there's been a fight here. You fought here many times before the pandemic. Now that you're a few days out from a fight as the pandemic's ending, do you feel like it's going to be better than ever? Are these fans going to be crazier than ever?
Yeah. No, I'm excited also to see how they will react But for sure, I know, Filipinos are really that crazy when, especially when it comes to this kind of adrenaline pumping events. And I'm excited to see them shouting and pouring out their emotions out there.
A lot of Team Lakai fighters on this card. I think Jay said 7, if I'm not mistaken. Are we going to see a clean sweep for your gym?
I'm looking forward to.
Awesome, man. Well, let's wrap it up here. How do you see this one going? How would you like to win? After the losses and everything, what's the perfect outcome for you this weekend?
Of course, it will be an exciting one if I can be able to get a KO or submission. But what matters is that I can be able to showcase what I prepared for and get the win.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Edward Folayang, ladies and gentlemen, the former champ. Thank you.